Well, how many robocalls do you get a day? Surveys find Pennsylvania is one of the worst states for them. I know I get plenty. There's technology, though, in place that is supposed to cut those calls down. And Fox 43's Jackie DeTore finds out if it's actually working.
More often than not, when your phone rings,
Hello?
the call is a waste of your time. According to Truecaller, about 60% of all phone calls are robocalls, spam, or some sort of scam. Here in Pennsylvania, we have the highest rate of those spam calls in the country. A Time to Play survey finds the average Pennsylvanian gets more than 4 spam calls a day, and it's just downright annoying. And it's no longer just a call. Now scammers and spammers are sending you a text message with links and other information. Robocalls are the #1 complaint each year with the Federal Communication Commission. The agency recently passed regulations targeted at overseas phone scammers and smaller so-called gateway companies in the U.S. that allow those calls to make it to your phone. That's on top of a rule recently put in place requiring major phone companies to use STIR/SHAKEN. That's another type of technology that is supposed to verify where the calls are coming from and help eliminate phone number spoofing. But is any of this working?
That's a very important question, a valid question, but it's a very difficult one to answer because we all have different experiences. One study will say this, another study will say that. So it's very difficult to answer that question broadly.
Terrell France, an associate professor at Harrisburg University, says STIR/SHAKEN has certainly cut down on the number of spoofed robocalls. But just when we implement new technology to stop the scammers, they come up with a new way to fool us.
If we in the Susquehanna Valley can go from 4.4 per day to maybe 1 per day, I think we've done a good thing. But it'll never go away.
Pennsylvania State's Attorney General is now trying a new approach, too, by joining a national anti-robocall litigation task force. So far, that task force has issued 20 civil investigative demands to 20 providers that are allegedly responsible for the majority of those foreign robocalls.
While not perfect, it's definitely a step in the right direction.
The best way to get rid of these calls is to not answer your phone. But of course, that's pretty impossible for a lot of us when we're waiting on calls from a doctor's office or our kids' schools. Instead, you can look up how to silence your phone from unknown callers. That will at least stop your phone from ringing or vibrating all day long. And if it's important, someone will leave a message. You can also reach out to your phone carrier and ask what other free technology they have available to cut down on these robocalls. And if you have a consumer story or scam that you want me to look into, Fox 43 wants to find out. Let me know. Email Fox43 Finds Out at fox43.com or join the Fox 43 Finds Out group on Facebook.